If your parents never talked about money, you're not alone. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how that silence can be broken. Stick around, because this story might feel a lot like yours. As a kid, I always sensed something. Grown-up conversations I wasn't part of. Money was always whispered about, never explained, just felt. Dinner tables got quiet sometimes. I didn't understand why. I just knew not to ask. By the time I was a teenager, I realized no one ever taught me what to do with money. My first paycheck came, and I had no idea where to even begin. So I did what felt normal. I spent without asking questions. Until one day, the bills piled up, and reality hit harder than I expected. I looked at myself and saw it clearly. I was repeating a silence I never chose. So I asked myself the one question no one ever asked me. Why does no one talk about this? That question became my starting point. I decided the cycle stops with me. So I did what my parents never did. I went looking for answers myself. My first budget was messy, but it was mine, and that mattered. Old habits didn't disappear overnight. I still felt the pull to spend without thinking. But this time, I paused, and I chose differently. I even tried talking to my parents about money, really talking, for the first time. The silence was still there. Old patterns don't break in one conversation. That's when it hit me. I couldn't wait for them to change. I had to be the one who did. So I started small, a few coins in a jar. Not much, but it was a beginning. I set my first real goal, something no one had ever shown me how to do. And slowly, I realized I wasn't just saving money. I was rewriting a story. Months passed. The jar filled up. Slowly, the fear started to fade. And one day, I found myself explaining money to someone younger, simply, without shame. They asked questions freely. No fear, no silence, just curiosity. At our own table, money finally became something we could talk about. When I looked in the mirror again, I didn't see confusion anymore. I saw someone who broke a pattern. I wrote one more page in that same notebook. Everything I'll do differently. This wasn't about blaming my parents. It was about choosing a different path. I walked forward, carrying the lessons, but leaving the silence behind. And quietly, I felt grateful, even for the struggle, because it taught me to change. The cycle doesn't have to repeat. It just takes one person to choose differently. That person can be you. If this story felt familiar, you're already one step ahead. Just by watching, you're choosing awareness over silence. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more stories like this, and I'll see you in the next one.